Hello, hope you are doing well wherever you are watching us from. This is Dalsan TV English News and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. Let's have a look at some of the stories that are making headlines here in Somalia. Somalia opens Blue Hunger Center after decades of closure. Al-Shabaab tax collectors killed in central Somalia. Humanitarian partners seek $1.6 billion to assist 5.2 million people in Somalia. US reaffirms its support for Somalia's sovereignty. Now, welcome back. The Somalia federal government has opened its first and only aircraft repair center after 34 years closure. Our reporter has more on this.
The Somali federal government Minister of Transport and Aviation, Firdouso Usman Igal, has on Wednesday inaugurated in the capital Mogadishu the first and only aircraft repair center after 34 years of closure. The minister, who spoke at the event, expressed gratitude at the opening of the hangar, saying it would play a pivotal role in bolstering the country's air connectivity and security. Firdousa said that the inauguration of the hangar after decades is slated to reinvigorate and enhance the facelift and status of the airport. She added that going forward, no plane will go outside the country for repair and maintenance. The Blue Hangar facility, which is situated at Aden Ade International Airport in Mogadishu, is expected to provide safety and maintenance services for planes landing and taking off from Somalia. Somalia, a Horn of Africa nation recovering from decades of civil war, has recently made great strides in various fronts, including the control of its airspace and regaining of its Class A classification after more than 30 years. The Somali government had in June 2018 transferred management of its airspace to Mogadishu from Nairobi, where it had been run since 1992 after the collapse of the central government.
Now, the Al-Shabaab militant group in a feast losing revenue and men following sustained pressure by Somali government and its friends who continue to undertake targeted elimination of key militants.
The Al-Shabaab terror group is fast losing revenue and men following sustained pressure by Somalia and its allies, who continue to undertake targeted eliminations of key militants. In the latest operation over the weekend, Al-Shabaab lost 6 senior tax collectors killed in an airstrike in Bouq Aqabla town in central Somalia, as claimed today by the National Intelligence Security Agency, or NISA. The agency said the operation to kill the 6 was jointly conducted with the help of partners of Somalia, and that the slain men were responsible for collecting illegal tax for Al-Shabaab. Somalia has no military planes and depends on friendly states for support. The 6 are Osman Ali Abdi, Jalalaqsi District Chief Tax Collector, Bola Kawe, who was in charge of transport in Middle Shabelle Region, Mohammed Abubakar, Chief Tax Collector of El Ali Town in Hiran Region, Abdi Salam, Chief Tax Collector of Middle Shabelle Region, Malim Yasin, Tax Collector, Show Town Hiran Region, Malim Aden Fanah, Senior Tax Collection Coordinator for Al-Shabaab in Somalia. The agency warned Al-Shabaab members that it will continue to hunt them down wherever they are. The killing of the 6 coincides with the NISA Cybercrime Unit announcement yesterday, confirming to have successfully cracked down and closed an Al-Shabaab criminal ring in Somalia, responsible for spreading propaganda, intimidating people, and extorting money from the public.
Now, the United Nations in Somalia and humanitarian partners, together with the federal government of Somalia, have released the 2024 Humanitarian Needs and Response Plan, which seeks $1.6 billion to assist 5.2 million Somalis in need of humanitarian assistance.
Tens of thousands now live on the outskirts of Bardeer, having fled the devastation wrought by Somalia's worst drought in more than 4 decades. Among them is 61-year-old Habiba Ma'aw Iman. It hasn't rained on her farm in 2 years. Her crops have failed, her animals are dead. She says she's been here for 158 days without food or shelter, and that every day she goes to the town to knock on doors and beg, so her children can eat. The Horn of Africa region is facing its driest conditions since 1981, according to the UN's World Food Programme, after 3 consecutive rainy seasons failed. Most of those in need of help near Bardeer are women and children, said WFP Country Director El Kadir Dalum Mahmoud.
The food security situation is so poor. Those people have lost everything behind them, that is livestock or agriculture, and they came completely in need of food, shelter, water, health care, everything they want.
Much rests on the success of rains this year. If they don't materialise in April, the WFP says more than 4 million Somalis will struggle to find food. 1.4 million children under 5 could be acutely malnourished by the end of the year. But the signs are not promising. Global weather patterns indicate the rains are likely to fail again this year, according to the Famine Early Warning System Network, which warns that the region could be heading for its worst drought on record.
The US has reiterated its support for Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The Assistant Secretary of African State Mary Catherine stated that the US shares the view of African Union, the regional bloc, IGAD, and other international organizations that Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity should be respected. The United States has reiterated its support for Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs Mary Catherine Fee stated that the United States shares the view of the African Union, the regional bloc, IGAD, and other international organizations that Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity should be respected. She further stated that the US was concerned about the potential impact of the Memorandum of Understanding between Ethiopia and could have on the ongoing war against Al-Shabaab militia group, saying the deal could undermine the Somalia's progress in eradicating the group and restoring peace and stability in the country. She further noted that the US supported conversations between the peoples of Somalia and Somaliland about their shared future. Now that story of Imran Khan brings us to the end of this bulletin. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. We wish you a lovely evening. Till we meet again, we have a lovely evening.